pardoning me for extruding myself in your cabin.
It's okay, Naban. What can I do for you?
I still do not understand why the hero of the Strider Wars is serving on this ship.
You got a minute? I'll tell you. Ida was a child prodigy, a strategic genius. She was an international 3D chess master by the age of 10, and drafted by the Terran military before she was out of braces. About 10 years ago, at the height of the Strider Wars, things were going badly for us. We were outnumbered and outgunned. It seemed only a matter of time before we'd be wiped out. Ida turned it all around. On an out-of-the-way planet called Tycho, she created a sort of electronic Potemkin village, a massive underground complex of transmitters and antennas. She made it seem as if the Terran military had concentrated their headquarters and most of their forces there. The Striders went for it. They landed in full force, right above the transmitters. Our ships had been hiding behind Tycho's moon. They came out and nuked the planet into oblivion.
It was a brilliant victory.
Yeah, but it had a price. Tycho had hundreds of Terran colonists, innocents who couldn't be warned of Ida's plan. When she activated the transmitters, she signed their death warrants.
But because they died, millions lived.
She knows that. She made the choice, but she's never forgiven herself. As she grew older, she rebelled. She thinks the military made her a monster, and now she doesn't trust them or anyone else.
You should tell her to trust you.
It doesn't quite work that way.
Ready for the briefing?
Let's do it.
Both the Izanagi and Leandri have learned the location of our secret research lab on Janus. The Ghost Warriors are already on the ground, and the Angels aren't far behind. Our top expert on the artifacts works at the lab. His name is Dr. Meyer. He's got 2 artifacts down there, and he's in charge of the entire facility. Polaris is a huge base set on top of a cliff. It houses hundreds of scientists and vast quantities of equipment. It's one of the largest human-built installations in the sector. Most of the scientists have already gotten out, but Meyer is still in there. The terrain surrounding the facility is pretty bleak. Janus is a cold planet 6,000 miles in diameter, orbiting the weak K-type star Asgar. The only surviving species are hardy plants and animals that have adapted to the frozen landscape. Your mission is to recover both artifacts and make sure the Mercs don't capture Dr. Meyer. The landing pad is here. The main entrance isn't far away, but you have to go over a bridge to get there. The Izanagi are already holding the bridge, so it's sure to be heavily fortified. Watch out, especially for snipers and turrets. Good luck, John. Was there something else?
Isaac did pretty well back there on Caledon. He fixed the ship and nothing flat. And have you seen the work he's done on my weapons? I'd be dead now if it weren't for him.
That's his job, John. You give him too much credit.
And you don't give him enough.
Maybe.
So my job is to grab the artifacts and rescue this Dr. Meyer.
That's it. You can look at the holos again if you want.
Got anything else on the planet?
Not really. Janus is ancient, even by cosmological standards, which means it's geologically quiet and cooling off rapidly. Asgar, its sun, has almost consumed the last of its hydrogen fuel and continues to diminish in brightness. Pretty bleak.
See you later.
I scrounged some concussion grenades for you, and I finally figured out what to do with that arachnid biomass you found back on Hell. Turned out to be a hell of a weapon. You gotta check it out. Take your pick.
How powerful is the concussion grenade?
It sends out a shockwave that'll knock most of your enemies flat on their ass. Pretty impressive blast radius, too. Anything else?
You made a gun that shoots spiders?
Oh, I had me some fun with this one. Turns out the arachnids you ran into on Hell have a really durable biomass. I loaded some into this ejaculator tube. Primary fire spits out a sac that'll spawn a bunch of little arachnids on your target. With alt fire, the sack will grow until it splits and a big sucker pops out and goes on the attack. What'll